So it looked like Bria Hartley is going into hiding. It looked like Bria Hartley is running after news broke about Sophie Cunningham being out for the season.
It felt like the season slipped away in one moment. Sophie Cunningham went down holding her knee, later confirmed as an MCL tear that ended her season, while Hartley walked off smirking. Sophie's family called on the league to protect players, but Hartley's reaction drew outrage as clips of her smirk spread online. Now, questions are rising about whether this was a dirty play and if Hartley could face suspension.
This picture is going viral with Bria Hartley with the sinister grin, right? This malevolent look that's on her face right now, clearly smiling after injuring Sophie Cunningham, man.
The moment that kept drawing attention wasn't just Sophie lying on the floor, it was what happened right after. As trainers rushed to her, a replay showed Hartley glancing back with what many saw as a grin. That single frame spread across social media, fueling outrage. Fans focused less on the collision itself and more on that expression, replaying it over and over as supposed proof of intent.
Play that just occurred.
That's like she tries to slide over right there, and Hartley just kind of falls and makes collision with that lower leg. You see her immediately grab it. And she went down hard and was clearly in a lot of pain.
The play unfolded in chaos. Both teams had been trading baskets in a tight battle when Hartley came in at an awkward angle, colliding with Sophie's planted leg. She went down instantly, clutching her knee as the arena fell silent. But while the crowd focused on the injury, the online conversation shifted elsewhere, driven by replay clips highlighting Hartley's reaction.
Oh, and Cunningham is down. My goodness. Chippy. You know, a scary moment as we went to commercial. Sophie Cunningham hit the floor hard, and she is being helped off the floor, heading back to the locker room.
Context only made the conversation louder. Hartley already carried a reputation that had fans questioning her judgment. In past seasons, she'd been tossed from games for overly physical plays. And most notably, she was involved in a heated clash with Angel Reese that escalated into a hair-pulling incident.
Atkins, 7 to shoot. Cardoso rolls, catch. Cardoso over the top, can't get it. Reese fights for the rebound, and a foul, and this time gets a little chippy, and a shove on Nelson Adota. And listen, this arena, typically we'll see some ringside fights.
So when the cameras caught a smirk, just moments after Sophie's injury, those past altercations quickly resurfaced in the debate. To many, it looked less like coincidence and more like a pattern, even if there's been no official judgment on intent.
So Mike put this up about an hour ago. He said to all of those defending Bria Hartley, look at what she liked on Instagram. Emo, she's the dirtiest player in the league and should be kicked out. Most recently, Sophie Cunningham has been hurt with the knee tear and is out for the season. Look at this. Look at this. Now, Bria is the definition of consistency. Now, this is her liking this. This is her liking this post. Y'all see that? Breezy, 1414, and others. Bria is the definition. She's liking this post. Look at this. Death taxes and Bria Hartley always being at the scene of the crime. Now, that's her choke slamming Angel Reese.
Still, the injury shifted the entire narrative. This wasn't a minor setback Sophie could shake off. Tests revealed an MCL tear, ending her season. What could have been dismissed as an unfortunate basketball collision instead became the centerpiece of a bigger conversation about players' safety and accountability.
Sophie Cunningham, let's be clear here. Sophie Cunningham was targeted. Let's be very, very clear here. But Sophie Cunningham was flat out targeted by a dirty player.
And before the league could issue any statement, the loudest voice came from Sophie's own family. They felt compelled to speak when many expected referees or officials to step in first. That urgency raised a bigger question. Why was it up to them to demand protection in the first place? The clearest response came from her sister Lindsay, whose post on X quickly spread. She wrote, *, Maybe you should focus less on finding players for commenting on your poor officiating and more about hiring officials that are able to call a consistent game and protect your athletes. Pathetic. Asterisk her words struck a chord because they reflected not just family outrage, but the frustrations players and fans have been expressing all season.
Maybe you should focus her sister. Maybe you should focus less on finding players for commenting on your poor officiating and more about hiring officials that are capable to call a consistent game and protect your athletes. Pathetic. Praying for you. The only good thing positive surrounding Sophie Cunningham coming out of this game, she looked in good spirits in the locker room.
The weight of Lindsay's message hit even harder because Sophie had already been fined earlier in the season for speaking out about officiating on her podcast and social media. That history made Lindsay's words cut deeper, highlighting what many viewed as backward priorities. Players penalized for voicing concerns while questionable on-court contact went unchecked. In that sense, her post went beyond defending her sister. It underscored a larger gap between the league's stated commitment to player safety and the reality of how games were being
Bria
managed.
Hartley deserves zero benefit of the doubt. And Sophie Cunningham's family not too happy. I believe this is Mama C. Hartley is a disgruntled player having trouble everywhere she goes. She's playing mean and plays out of control. Looked out of control to me.
Meanwhile, officiating quickly became part of the spotlight. Critics pointed not only to the collision, but also to the hesitation in halting play once Sophie went down. For many, that night added to a growing list of concerns about officiating standards, with players and coaches already voicing frustration over inconsistency throughout the season. The Cunningham family's comments didn't stand alone. They echoed what much of the league had been saying. Without dependable standards, players were being left exposed to avoidable risks.
Indiana Fever fans wake up pissed off today. Pissed off. Not only are we getting assaulted, but they're smiling about it. This is the 6th time they've smiled, laughed, and cheered on our Indiana Fever players getting assaulted, getting injured. And it pisses me off.
Meanwhile, officiating quickly became part of the spotlight. Critics pointed not only to the collision, but also to the hesitation in halting play once Sophie went down. For many, that night added to a growing list of concerns about officiating standards, with players and coaches already voicing frustration over inconsistency throughout the season. The Cunningham family's comments didn't stand alone. They echoed what much of the league had been saying. Without dependable standards, players were being left exposed to avoidable risks.
Making all kind of excuses to say that Bria Hartley is not a dirty player. Let me tell y'all something, man. Come on in here. Come on in here, man. Let me tell y'all something. If it quacks like a duck, walks like a duck, eats like a duck, it's a duck, man. Come on, man. She is the dirtiest player in the WNBA right now, winning the trophy. All right? Winning the trophy for her. Don't sit here and try to tell me Bria Hartley is not a dirty player.
I'm so proud of you. I'm proud of you too. I'm so proud of you guys. I know that sometimes it sounds like just a word when we talk about being resilient, but it's not, man. It's how we live. It's how y'all live, and it's a tribute to you. It's a tribute to your connectedness, your togetherness, your toughness, your mindset. You never give up gritty attitudes. Like, that's what it takes. That's what it takes, and we will never be counted out, because that is worth gold. That is worth gold. Kels, goddamn baby. Put us on your back. Oh, big time.
An assassin, Kelsey Mitchell, has a new career high. Backdoor Mitchell bouncing in the paint for 2. Kelsey Mitchell, the big is matched up. Mitchell squeezing through for 2 at the fall. fouls on the other end. It's Mitchell launching it. Mabry knifes off the screen. Charles is doubled.
And Indiana looks like they're in a zone right now.
Kick out and stolen by Mitchell. Explodes 2-on-1. Sims elevates for 2 and a foul.
Bug with their point guards. This is where you have Odyssey Sims coming in. Kelsey Mitchell making a great heads-up play here, but Odyssey Sims has done a great job early on coming in.
Boston backs down Hartley. Aaliyah Boston, excellent post position. Picks up the dribble. Shot clock winding down to 7. Mabry, lob pass. Charles catches. No foul call. That's a huge no call. Looks for cutters. Charles the defense. Back on to Boston. Tina Charles. Backdoor Mitchell pouncing in the paint for 2. 30 points for Mitchell. That's the 4th on Charles.
Can't get caught ball watching right there. Great recognition by Boston as Mitchell makes that backdoor cut.
Shot clock down to 6 for the Fever. Turner, up fade. Turner kicks it. Whole three-pointer. Bottom!
Indiana's just...
Bria Hartley has privated all her social media accounts. Now, this is coming off news breaking about Sophie Cunningham being out for the season. Now, we know there has been people kind of investigating this whole situation with Bria Hartley. And y'all know what I like to say is looking real spooky for Bria Hartley right now.
Well, you come at Sophie's sister, you come at Sophie. And Sophie saw this comment, and bless her heart, she answered it. She answered it. Some of us were raised by the words of, quote, don't bite off more than you can chew. And some of us didn't. Quote, F around and find out. F around and find out. Kiss. God bless this woman. Yeah, seriously. She's great.